Welcombe Community Radio in the heart of Shakespeare country, for the community, by the community, in the community.
Nice.
I'm delighted to say Scratchy Beard are here. We're going to chat to them after this. This is one of the songs from their new album, and this is called Money.
You find yourself on a walk, but you're never alone. The whole wide world is on the face of your mobile phone. And everything that it says to me is meaningless for poetry, defining us by things that we all know. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Said, whoa, we got money to spend today, we got money to throw away, we got money to buy things we don't need. Money to walk away, we got money to fly away, we got nothing that's meaningful to me. You pay your bills and your money disappears away. You try to keep a little bit safe for a rainy day, but everything that we save away is spent on booze the following day. Better next time is the best thing that we say. No, 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 no. Say, whoa, we got money to spend today, we got money to throw away, we got money to buy things we don't need. Money to overpay, we got money to fly away, we got nothing that's meaningful to me. No, 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 no. I said, whoa. Oh, we're told to buy the things that we don't need, made to feel like a failure if you don't concede. That microwave, that big SETI, your new TV's compulsory. Buy today before you feel the greed. We got money to spend today, we got money to throw away, we got money to buy things we don't need. Money to overpay, we got money to fly away, we got nothing that's meaningful to me. Oh, money, ooh, money, ah, money to buy things we don't need. Money, ooh, money, ah, got nothing that's
That was Money by Scratchy Beard. And from Scratchy Beard, we've got Laura and Spesh.
Hello.
Hi.
Good evening.
Good evening. Great to have you here. So, that was a single that came out last year, wasn't it? Sometime.
Yeah. We were gigging for a couple of years now, and it just getting the time to actually get everybody together and sit down in the studio and record all the instruments. It just wasn't happening very quickly, so we thought, well, let's just record one song. Let's start there, and then at least we've got something out there for people to listen to.
So
And
how
then
many of you are there in the band in total?
Oh, it's a difficult question. What do you reckon, Laura?
Sometimes 3, mainly 4. But at our album launch next week, there'll be 6 of us.
Yeah,
Wow.
might get some BVs, might give us 7.
Oh! Yeah, it kind of depends on the space, who's around. We're really a 4-piece, which is guitar, drums, clarinet and cello.
But I think it's myself and Laura and Greg who's out of town at the moment.
The core
Yeah,
membership.
the core
Yeah, we
members.
kind of we do the nuts and bolts work of websites and charts
Admin.
and
Composing.
So you've put the new album together, and it's coming out next week, isn't it?
It is.
What's
Yes.
it called?
It's called Volume 1, Folk with Swing.
Ah,
Yeah, so I've already decided I want to do at least 2 albums.
yes.
And I kind of have to now.
Can you guess what the second one will be called?
Oh, I've got a vague idea. I always thought it would be great to have a debut album called Greatest Hits Volume 2.
Oh, it's too late now.
Yeah. And you've got a launch party, haven't you, on Thursday next week?
Yeah, we're playing a lovely space, the RSC's The Other Place, Susie's Cafe. They actually do live music nights, and we're kind of gate crashing their play on session on Thursday to basically just to play the album. We're playing it live and a few other songs as well.
That's great. So how long have you been together as a band?
Not quite 2 years, I think.
Our first ever gig was a school fete, rock and roll.
Yeah, our kids go to the same school, and I had heard that Spesh and another friend who's the drummer, Greg, had formed a band, and I asked if they'd come and play, and he agreed, and then said, actually no, because the violinist has pulled out. And I said, how about a clarinet? And he said, who plays the clarinet? I said, I do.
Who plays the clarinet?
Why? So I jumped in to the violinist's grave and just elbowed my way into the band, basically.
She wouldn't go away.
But yeah, I think it took Spesh a while to kind of rehear the sound, because he was imagining it would be 2-string instruments.
Yeah, the strings was quite big for me, and I'd worked with the violin quite a lot. The violin, the cello, guitar. I mean, I had this whole vision and the look of it, and so throwing this clarinet at me, I was like, but she is up for it. She is available to play, which is already better than the violinist.
But didn't you have some origin in Barcelona, didn't I see?
Yeah, well, this is where the idea first came in. I mean, this is a long time ago as well, as how long these things take to come together. I was on holiday. I was a music student, and we were staying in Barcelona, and just stumbled across this cafe, and it's the first time I'd ever come across this musical gypsy jazz music, which is a massive influence. If everybody knows anything about gypsy jazz, you can hear it. I'd never professed to be a gypsy jazz band. I mean, they're largely instrumental.
Yeah.
Anyway, and we have songs, and we're not virtuoso instrumentalists like those guys are. But yeah, it just kind of planted a seed, and I was like, I'd love to do something with that kind of music, and but put some songs to it. And a decade plus later, I finally got around to that.
Excellent. So let's play another song from the album. We're going to play a track called "We Lost Today." Do you want to tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, sure. So we do. Our influences are, as I think I says, trans-European is kind of the line that we're going with at the moment, because we've got the Romany and then kind of polka influences and Irish influences as well, and this has a bit of all of that in there. And it's kind of a more melancholy song I wrote after being at a funeral. Somebody I know passed away, and it's that moment getting back home. You're like, what do we do now? This is all a bit. I'm not going to go to work. Okay, let's try and do something productive. And I thought, well, let's see if I wrote a song. Let's see what would come out.
And here it is, "We Lost Today" by Scratchy Beard.
We heard today everything is new, and we pretend to know just what to do. We learned today that endings aren't a truth, and lose the fight we'd hope to follow through. We lost today, we lost the day, we lost you. We lost today, we lost today. When it's your time, when it's your time, now is your A braver face has moments of relief. No better asking to find some inner peace. You fly above as heart still lies beneath, but there's still comfort as memories repeat. Oh, 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 we lost today, we lost the day, we lost you. Oh, oh, we lost the day, we lost the day. When it's your time. Longer after, the more we soldier on. Except it's harder, accepting that it's gone. Remember fondly, remember that you shone. You found a place for your head to rest upon. Oh, 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 we lost the day, we lost the day. We lost you all. Oh, we lost the day. We lost the day. When it's your time. When it's your time. Now is your time. When it's your time. When it's your time. Now is your time. When it's your time. When it's your time. Now is your time. When it's your time. When it's your time. And now is your time.
So that was We Lost Today from the new album by Scratchy Beard, which comes out next week. And we were just talking about the artwork, which I was very impressed with. And I understand it was done by your drummer.
Yeah, it's a shame he's not here. Actually, he never talks about himself. So maybe it's best
We'll
that he's
talk
not.
about him.
He's an illustrator. I mean, he's a great drummer, but his day job is drawing stuff, which is pretty handy, actually, when you need quite a lot of artwork to go with music. They seem to,
Yes.
put a
Oh,
history
it's good to have
together.
somebody that you can turn to for that, because it's really very good. And he's won a BAFTA, did you say?
He did.
Yeah,
I couldn't
for-
tell you what it was for. And it was an animation.
Animation,
short.
yeah. He's part. So he's called Greg MacLeod, and it's the Brothers MacLeod, our BAFTA-winning team. Him and his brother.
Yeah, they live in Stratford
Yeah, they make
as well,
short
yeah.
films. They've done, I don't know, like kids stuff, adult stuff, Disney stuff.
I think he was nominated for one this year,
Yeah.
but he didn't get a. What a loser.
We love you, Greg. But yeah, you're right. There is so much you sort of need to. I mean, I guess not all bands have illustrated
No.
artwork like that, so it's brilliant.
Well,
that we
he did the
have that.
album cover, which I guess we should describe really. It's an illustration of the four instruments. That was the original band. So Laura's kind of tooting on a clarinet. He's sat in the middle with the cellist. They're playing him. I'm stood facing the other way on
Yeah,
guitar.
sort
We're
of.
kind of in a line.
Yeah, like a 2D pencil.
Yeah.
drawing
Yes, I'm
thing.
just looking at the image and looking at you and sort of comparing.
But as soon as he did it, and I think just kind of off his own back, he was just doodling probably. I was like, there we go, there's the album cover. It looks absolutely perfect.
And that's when
it
it
really does. It's very impressive.
At that point, it hadn't been confirmed that I was actually definitely in the band, and I thought, this is it. I must be. I'm in the drawing. And Greg
Is
had
that
just
why you're
taken
on
it
the side, just so you can sort of crop out your image if it all went
and
wrong?
replace it with the violin.
No, ironically, the cellist who's in the picture actually isn't in the band anymore.
No.
But we do have a cello still.
We do,
so,
yes.
Actually, the album, on top of all of those instruments we've got this vintage 1960s electric reed organ, which Laura plays
Yeah.
sometimes, and we've got a double
Goodness.
bass, piano as well on
Yeah.
the recordings, and banjo.
Tin whistle.
Tin whistle.
So tell me a bit about recording the album. Where did you go to do that?
Where we were very lucky, we were given a space at a theatre in Warwick called the Dream Factory, Playbox Theatre. So they've got this lovely big performance space. I guess it is. And the first thing I noticed, because I've done quite a lot of stuff with Playbox over the years, is it's got great acoustics in there, and it's it's designed to be an acoustic space. And a lot of the recordings these days are done at home studios, and I've got a studio at home, but the rooms have a certain sound to them. They're not always that big, and when you're dealing with lovely classical instruments, clarinet and violin, it'd be good to give them a bit of room. Give this just to resonate around, and thought let's go there, set up some nice mics, give everything a bit of space to breathe, and record it all in there. They gave us the place for about a week when there was no shows on.
Oh, that's great.
And we just set up shop, and I was kind of recording. I'd barely left the place.
No, well, you've got to make the most of it, haven't you?
Mm.
And how many tracks did you record in total?
So we did money at the same place, but we did that over a few days earlier in the year. So that was the first one was out of the way, and then we did another 13 tracks. There's 14 tracks on the album, which people are saying, "That's a lot for an album these days. It's usually only 10."
Is it?
Yeah, I feel a bit tight if I've got only 10 songs.
I must admit, I have noticed, and I've been listening to a lot of new music for this show, and I have noticed a tendency for albums to get shorter and shorter. There's a lot of new albums that have come out that aren't even half an hour, which,
This is over 54 minutes of quality
I
music.
think that's how it should be.
It's a bargain. And
Old school album, this is.
And our CD will be available to purchase at our launch next week. And just doing, I guess not everyone buys CDs anymore. It's all downloads. But Greg and Spesh have created a booklet of stories about how these songs were made, and the lyrics and beautiful drawings by Greg, just to sort of make it more of an interesting purchase with the CD sort of tucked in the back.
I reckon you need a bit more than just a CD these days. People do come up to us at gigs and are like, "Oh, have you got anything? We like your music." And people do like to still that kind of contact with the band, and to walk away and take something. And I still, if I see a band I like, I'll selling a CD, then but you're paying them directly as well. You kind of here's some money for doing a good job because you're good at what you do. Yes. I thought let's do something than just more than a CD. Because I think the main reason for this is whenever I do this, I don't know where to put the CD because I don't have like a CD library anymore. But we've got a bookcase, so I end up putting CDs on a bookcase, and it just it's all kind of plastic next to the paper. Something about it weirds me out. So I thought, right, let's make a book.
Oh, lovely.
So it's a CD you can actually put on your bookcase.
Because I think people miss a lot of the artwork that goes with buying music. We're going back to when it was vinyl, and some of the artwork that you get was pretty amazing, and I think people miss out on that.
Yeah.
So it's great to have something
sleeve
like that.
notes and just knowing who played and
it's got
what
all
it's
of
about,
that, the history of how the band got together and the ideas behind the songs, and there must be 10, 15 illustrations that Greg's done for it.
Excellent.
So it's like a little mini piece of art, I guess.
So for anyone who isn't free next Thursday to go to the RSC at 8 o'clock for the launch party, where would they be able to get the CD from?
Our website, scratchybeard.com.
Yep.
We need to set that up.
Yeah, we will set that up. And you will be able to download it from the usual places: Spotify, iTunes, Amazon.
Yeah, so
for the young people that like to download.
If you do that, you're not going to get the artwork.
No. So you must buy the artwork. It's only £10 as well. It's really reasonable.
Well, that certainly is very reasonable for an album of that quality and of that length. It's practically a double by today's standards. So what next? What after the launch next week? What are the plans for the rest of the year?
We're doing a bit of touring actually. We're doing a live and local rural touring in the area. A few villages and arts cafes and stuff. Dates of which will be on the website.
Yeah, we've it's kind of festival time now, as in people are booking things up. So we've done a lot of writing off and applying for doing a few more festivals this year than we've done before, hoping that we might have some luck there and do a few bigger festivals.
And crack on with the second album.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's great,
it's already written. I mean, because we've
Well,
been
the title is, if nothing else.
Yeah, I think because we're doing proper full hour and a half, 2 hour gigs, very like the spring ball we were talking about earlier.
Yes.
So we got to play the whole evening there. So
Yeah.
we had to get the material up and running pretty quickly, and it's probably 90% original music.
And how does the writing work? Is that just you, or is it collaboration?
Yeah, it's all on my
All
head. That
Spesh.
is. Yeah, so I studied composition. A thing I'd like to do. So I chart all the parts out for all the players, and then Greg just turns up and plays along.
Very, very skillfully.
Yeah.
That's great.
He plays something different every time. It works.
Okay, well, it's been great to talk to you. We're going to play another song from the album to finish off with. And 8 o'clock next Thursday evening at the RSC, straight after this show. In fact, I'll allow people to stop listening 10 minutes early so they can get there in time. And really worth going along and buying a copy of the CD. So thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks
Oh,
for
thank
having
you.
us.
And we're going to finish off with this track from the new album by Scratchy Beard, and this is called Danse de la Barbe.
Once there was this girl from Tipperary. She could not stop dancing all the while. Neither was she wild nor ordinary, but the envy of the Emerald Isle. And dancing de la Barbe is never over. You can't stop until you get it right. Even though you won't stop falling over, you will stay and dance la Barbe all night. Once there was this man from Barcelona. He could not stop dancing all the while. Never was he big in his persona, but his moves would make you run a mile. And dancing de la Barbe is never over. You can't stop until you get it right. Even though you won't stop falling over, you will stay and dance la Barbe all night. All night, all through the night, until you get it right. All night, all through the night, until you get it right. Once there was this girl from Macedonia. She could not stop dancing all the while. So enticing was she that I'll warn you, luring you with her infectious smile. And dancing de la Barbe is never over. You can't stop until you get it right. Even though you won't stop falling over, you will stay and dance la Barbe all night. Once there was this man from Benrique. He could not stop dancing all the while. Never was he fanciful nor tricky. That is our unique and varied style. And dancing de la Barbe is never over. You can't stop
That was Danse de la Barbe from the new album by Scratchy Beard. So if you're free next Thursday, go along to the RSC and go to their launch and buy a copy of their album. It's free to get in, but obviously take some money for the album.